Hey, Dave and Mike Horn.
Hey there, Vinny.
What have you brought to our lovely basement?
I brought the highest in PC gaming to your video screens on the internet.
Yeah? What?
We are looking at Mount and Blade Warband, which is the recent expansion for Mount and Blade. It's a standalone. I don't know how they're definitely classifying it as an expansion. It's basically an upgrade of the previous game, and they added this, which is multiplayer.
So this wasn't in the original Mount and Blade?
It was
multiplayer?
not. It was not. So we're here playing. It's basically a. Oh God! I gotta get my shield out. Hold on here. Oh God!
Interesting things happening here, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. No, I want it with my shield.
You look like you're canoeing down on a horse.
Yeah.
Did you kill that guy?
We did not. We missed him. Oh God! And in fact, we're dead.
All right, that's good. So now.
Oh no, we're still alive.
I live.
But we're all by ourselves. We gotta run, flee.
Oh,
now we're dead.
Okay, good. So take a minute and set this up.
Yeah, okay. So Mount and Blade is basically they call it a medieval simulation game.
Okay, so Ren Fair.
That's pretty close to what it is. And it's basically a physics-based sort of fighting game. So
right.
If you're familiar with something like Demon Souls, it's kind of similar.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I know that you are. It's similar in its fighting style in that it's all based on position, sort of flanking around your opponents and keeping your shield up like you probably would do in a real battle.
So your shield is blocking arrows and hits and stuff like that, depending on where it is?
And there's different types of things. This guy's got a mace and he's got some war darts.
Oh.
So like Counter-Strike, you can choose your different equipment, and as you kill guys during the battle, you'll actually earn this gold,
okay.
Which will let you do stuff. Funny part, you can see I've got 2 shields, Vinny.
Why would anybody want to wear 2 shields?
Because a shield on your back, as well as a shield in front of you, will block arrows. Okay. So the arrows, you can't just aim at a guy. You see this guy's, sitting around behind this corner, but he's also got a shield up, and you can see that there's, 4 arrows in him already, just in his shield.
Yeah.
But it's actually being blocked by the shield. You can just see he just got killed.
Why?
Even though he had his shield up, because somebody aimed over the shield.
Where armor? Where's your armor?
People do have armor.
That's a big back shield.
Yeah. So this guy's doing a little better.
He's an Archie.
So when you start, you basically pick which kind of troop. So we'll switch from being a horse to a crossbowman next time here.
He should be man at arms. That guy is awesome.
You want to be the man on horse again? I'm not very good at the timing though. Is the bad part.
No, let's try. Would you pick an archer?
Yeah, we'll try something new here. We're gonna pick just some basic equipment. Get a helmet, nice little helmet looking thing.
So Mike,
gloves.
Did you play any
Did
Mount and
not
Blade?
see that guy coming. I did not play any Mount and Blade,
you-
so I don't know anything about this game.
Were you aware of Mount and Blade?
I was, because I religiously checked the Steam sales list. And it looked interesting, but I did not pick it up.
Dave, there's some interesting development on this game, right? This is like a huge studio.
Yeah, well, it's actually made I believe it's made in Turkey, and the sort of the rumor or what you can find out from the internet is that it was started by a husband and wife team.
Oh wow.
That basically wanted to build a game like this, and since then it's gotten like a big, huge religious mod community. People come out and have added all these different abilities to the game. This is just the multiplayer. There's a full single-player game which we'll show off here in a second.
Yeah, that guy was trying to jump against arrows.
Yeah.
It wasn't working. So you can't just bunny hop your way and dodge bullets like some other games.
Yeah. So here we're now a crossbowman, and you can zoom in, to sort of see a little bit of the battlefield. The difference between a crossbowman and a just bow and arrow guy is a crossbow guy, your shots, you'll take a shot, but then it'll take a while to actually, prep it back up. The nice thing about it is that, see how by moving my,
the reticule.
Yeah, I'm not as accurate. We have a bow and arrow that only lasts for like a second while you've got it completely drawn. So there's an advantage to being a crossbowman in that you can just kind of sit here and wait, and we'll try and see if we can hit that guy off. Oh God.
Oh, he's got your back. Can you kill their horses?
Oh God.
Oh.
No, we're fine.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
You're
hold on. We gotta prep ourselves up.
You gotta draw it again.
Yeah, so the big deal is like, you know, you have to position yourself. All the crossbowmen kind of sit in the back, and anybody who's basically got like the little emblems, they're on our team.
Okay.
So if you're a little confused, you get to pick your emblem. Mine, I'll show after I get a shot off here. Mine is a deer.
Aw.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go. Yeah, little
There you
deer.
go.
But it becomes, you know, sort of an interesting game. This is just a big open field one. But a lot of the maps have all these choke points, and you'll see sort of the big, heavy, the heavy lifter guys sort of, you know, setting stuff up. Oh, this guy's trying to take us out, too. Oh!
Oh, did you? He popped you?
Yeah, he did.
So
So we
what-
got a little bit of a hit.
What are the different game modes? Like, I don't. Is this just a deathmatch?
This is
Team
basically
deathmatch?
just team deathmatch, and it's round-based. So when you die... Oh, God. We're in a duel here.
Yeah, snipe him. Shoot him through his like sniper scope.
He seems...
Whoa, what happened?
We got hit. We're almost dead.
And is it permadeath for these rounds? Nice.
It is. It's death until the next round starts.
Okay.
But I'll go. We've seen enough of the multiplayer. I'll get it and jump into the single player game, which is.
That multiplayer seems pretty awesome.
It is. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. It seems. It doesn't look great, and the combat may look a little clunky, but it's got a great feel to the combat. It's all based on timing, so I don't know.
Seems unique.
Yeah,
for sure.
you get a little addicted to it. But here's a single player game. It's basically, look at this text.
Is your character's name Conan?
My character's name is Conan, and he kind of looks. We're here in a, I'll show you,
Oh wow.
world map.
Uh-huh.
So it's very similar to something like Empire, where you've got a big, giant world map, and I've got a little army.
Yeah.
So we can leave with our army and visit these towns.
Is that horse representative of your army?
Yeah, so I've got 27 dudes.
Okay.
And you can level up your character. You can recruit volunteers. These guys want to follow us. We can recruit them for money, but that'll actually increase our upkeep
Yeah.
of our army.
Sure.
You can also level up your individual character. So here's Conan.
Yeah. Is he like a hero character? Does he go on the field and fight?
His name's Conan.
Of course he's a hero.
Yeah. But yeah, you basically have all these little attributes: one-handed weapons, two-handed weapons. I've got my guy sort of specializing in pole arms. He's a mounted sort of fighter. You can get some, individual stats and stuff.
Export character. From where do you export him from?
I don't really know.
Is that it's like smuggling him across the border?
Into the plane of your mind. But there's also, you've got an inventory, so stuff you can sell. You actually need to keep food around to feed your army.
Uh-huh.
You have a separate party, so here are the different guys that I have. You level up each one of your army members. So you'll go into battle, which...
Wait, each one?
Each one. So
Oh, man.
you can level each guy up. Let's see if we can... Nah, these are all good guys. We want to find some bandits. There we go, some sea raiders. Nah, see, we'll catch up.
Oh, you're on
There
a
we go.
horse.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Did you hear that?
Is that you speaking?
Don't you wish? No.
Because I was gonna say there's somebody trying to do Conan.
Vinny, whoever's come up to you on the street and said, "I will drink from your skull,"
Just my dad.
Conan, I'm not afraid of you. I will fight. So this is the main part of the game, which is having a big, huge fight. And these are all my dudes.
Wow.
And so I've got a hero character here, this guy, or actually...
Oh, I
that's
like
not
his
him.
like slouched, kind of slow horse riding.
Yeah, so you roll with your troops. Now you can assign, you can use the function keys and sort of pick the individual units, but I don't think I can manage that while I'm talking.
Sure.
So we're just going to kind of charge. And,
Are there any tactics at all? Can you control your guys, or
well,
are they just all?
that's what I'm
just
saying. There
run?
is, you can pick, all your crossbowmen or, things like that.
So you can play kind of like an RTS if you want.
Yeah. So we're going to...
Where are these? Whoa! You should not be standing like that.
Yeah, this is a bad spot to fight, but we'll see if I can get the timing down on this hit. Oh God, it's hard to run uphill.
Yeah. Oh, that guy, he's on you. Ah!
So we got
For Crom!
yeah, for Crom. We did pretty decent there. It's all based on the speed. There we go. We got one. It's all based on the speed that you're running too. So if you're just sort of standing there and trying to hit a guy, it's not going to do as much. You actually get a speed bonus when you actually hit these dudes.
And obviously a penalty for going uphill.
Yeah, a fairly large one. There we
Oh,
go.
a drink from whose skull?
Yeah.
Sucker. Is there like friendly fire on? Could you be goring your own guys here?
There in the multiplayer there is. I'm not too sure about it in the single player.
Okay.
But basically the hard part and the challenging sort of fun part of the game is that you can see you're aiming as you move, kind of like in the old Die by the Sword series. Your weapon. Looks like we did pretty well. They're on the run, so
Rout them.
just like a movie, run them down.
That's right. They're running to the woods.
See if we can get them.
But just like in a movie, the woods will eat them.
Oh, we got them. Look at that.
That's what a leader.
Look at our guys cheering.
That's what a leader does.
Loves
he takes
us.
down the last
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, cheering. So we actually did pretty well there. It'll give us a stats. So we actually destroyed them. My army I've been working on in the world of Mountain Blade for about 30 days. So they're leveled up pretty well. We killed 17 of their dudes and we lost one.
Aw, who'd you
So-
lose? Was he named?
Well, I don't know. Dude.
Igor?
Yeah. But the funny thing is, now that we fought a battle, like our guys are fatigued, they actually take that damage into the next battle, unless you up your attributes in like being a doctor or a surgeon or
man.
all these sort of crazy things. So
Can you go to an inn or something or a rest?
yeah, you can. So what you do is you basically just go back to town. You know,
There are a lot of guys running around now.
and this is a big castle town, so we have to actually approach the castle. So if you're not good with a certain faction, they won't let you in. So we're going to request to go in. They said, oh yeah, we'll let you in. So we could join a feast. There are feasts that go on in this game, which is basically where you meet women.
What happens then?
You try and get married
Make an heir?
and make heirs.
Really?
Yeah. So you can go to the Lord's Hall, and it says basically we're not high enough. They don't think well enough. We don't have enough renown to go in there. So we can just go in the courtyard. I'll just show you some of the the towns are fairly barren.
It's a tough time,
Yeah, usually there's like a pub or something that you can walk in and find these quests, or you'll find a lord. And these are guys that you can just sort of talk to. Oh, whoops.
Oh.
I forget how to. There we go.
Or stab them in the back.
I like how it kind
We're
of
just
turns
gonna
into
leave.
like almost like a text adventure at some points.
It does. It's kind of, and the text doesn't scale with your resolution. We're playing here at like
720.
720. So if you're playing at a higher one, it's
it's
actually like really tiny and just positioned in the top left of your screen. But the map actually gets pretty big, and they're basically you start the early game just killing these roaming bandits, taking on some quests. We've got that was the game logs I wanted to find. There are these different factions. These are all. It's basically got like an internal wiki. So all these dudes count Matthias. It will tell you like who he is, where he is, and you can actually talk to people to find out where he is. But the game will never tell you exactly where somebody is. They'll just say, oh, we last heard he was around here. So you actually have to go to that town and kind of hunt him out. So if you've got a delivery quest, it's harder than a normal delivery quest in a game.
No waypoint system, really?
Yeah. They've also got these training fields where you can sort of train, we're going to train here our pole arms.
Why are you naked?
Because we're training. Look at that sunset.
So you're saying this is your training montage, basically?
Yeah. So here the goal is to try and hit these.
Nice melons, I guess? Gourds?
Yeah, gourds. Well, how much do you want for this gourd? It's actually a little harder than you think.
Oh, no. I've seen you.
Yeah, see, it's the the timing on the game is pretty much the bread and butter of it. And, like I said, if you liked the combat of Demon Souls but maybe didn't like, the randomness of Demon Souls, and you like a game like Empire, you might get lost in Blade for a little bit.
I still think this part needs Danger Zone playing.
Yeah. You want to see if I can do it on?
Oh man.
We're gonna jump.
Really?
Up. Oh. Didn't make it. But we'll try and do it at full speed just to show you how hard it is.
Oh, you're doing pretty well.
Oh, it's tough.
So do you actually like win the training?
So you'll get points based upon
Like
how well you
fast
do,
you did it.
and then that gives you it basically levels up both your army and yourself.
Did it cost money to do this, or you could just keep doing
God.
this over and over?
You can keep doing this over and over, but if you do it a little too long, bandits will just sort of randomly appear. It gets to be a pretty involved game. Like you can actually own towns, fight against rival factions, all that kind of sort of craziness. But
Mike, what do you think?
I think I'm a little confused by the overworld map. It looks like you're just a roving band of bandits yourself.
You are.
Do you have a castle somewhere, or?
You start off, you get to pick like your starting location, and that lord will basically set you up with your first set of quests.
Do you have a territory that you're expanding?
You. So here we go.
Yeah.
We finished. You are. Let's leave. You are basically. I started over. Where did I start? This area.
Oh man.
Down here. So I've made it all the way over here, but really all I've been doing is taking on quests from the local aristocrats and sort of killing bandits or
Currying
doing
favor.
fetch quests and all this kind of stuff. My renown is not as high as everybody else. Where is that? There's a renown somewhere in here. But basically, I've just been doing it as a bandit. But then you eventually curry favor with lords, or you try and help them take over their kingdoms. And then what they will do is award you these border towns.
Oh wow.
The bad part is that the border towns are usually on, these colors are
On the
basically.
border?
Yeah. So you're getting a town here, and you may be fighting with these dudes
Just
here.
constantly?
Yeah, and so all you're trying to do is keep your town safe for a little bit.
Can I see one more battle before we go?
Sure. We'll have to let's find some dudes to fight.
What is the maximum size of the battle? Can you get 100 on 100?
I think you can
you
get
go
it-
to that floating castle?
No, he doesn't have the airship yet, Mike.
It's
Jeez, I thought you played games.
It's a Miyazaki film or something.
Yeah.
Your horse speed will actually change too, depending upon if you're going uphill here as well, and how large your army is. So you'll sometimes be trying to chase down, bandits, but you'll run into trouble.
So like you said, described as a medieval sim.
Medieval sim, which seem. Oh, here we go. Some tundra bandits.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So will you be fighting on the tundra?
Will we catch up with them? Let's get in there.
Hey!
Don't.
Hey!
Don't.
Hey,
Don't.
oh,
Don't.
how about that farmer? Can you
No,
fight
those are
him?
farmers.
I think you got him.
Come on.
Hey, I think you dropped your wallet. Oh,
Oh, we got him.
that's a little bit nicer.
Surrender or die,
Surrender or die.
as you wish.
As you wish, prepare to die.
Wait,
Nice.
did you already say how big the battles could be?
I believe you can get 100 guys. How about this rock? I'm going to throw this rock
Where'd
at
you get that rock?
Oh, just carrying 17 of them.
You rock.
100 on
You can
100?
get 100 on 100. I think you can get mods that will make it even larger.
And then it's all foot and mounted people, no artillery.
I
or-
believe it's Mountain Blade.
You can
Sorry,
get sort
no.
of. I believe you can get siege weaponry stuff, but I have not progressed far enough in the game to actually see that.
Oh, your poor horse.
I'm not. Yeah.
All that training for nothing.
Yeah, so that's the hard part is that, the crossbowmen do really well against these mounted dudes because they can just kind of sit there and pick off.
Not against the pole in her
So you
back.
see, I got a speed bonus of plus 41% there.
Your poor horse. Get off your horse and take that arrow out of him. That's kind of making me sad.
I just like the sounds of the battlefield. It's basically just, it's one sound effect, that's echoing over and over.
Chase him down!
Oh yeah, go get that dude.
Yes, guys. Can you siege a castle? How does that work?
You can.
Or keep, maybe?
Oh, go back and listen to your dude's
Now we got
cheer.
this one. Hold on, I want to run. Oh, we got him.
I'm
how
the
happy
warlord
everybody
now. Rawr. Just sounds like a sports bar.
Yeah. So we won.
Yay!
There was much rejoicing.
Is that loot? You just picked up loot?
That was some loot. Let's show you just how you can upgrade here. So, here are your dudes.
You can talk to all of your dudes.
You can.
Hey man, how's it going?
Yeah, your orders. Tell me about yourself.
every dude?
Yeah.
Well, I was born in the hinterlands.
So he tells you his stats.
Oh,
That's
nice.
like the conversation
Nice.
that they have.
Well,
over
I have iron flesh.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty interesting. If you level up, you can actually pick up prisoners and sell them for bounties, hold them for ransom. I mean, the game it's fairly deep.
It seems pretty
It
deep.
doesn't look, it looks like a game that was made about 15 years ago, but that may be,
Whatever.
pretty fun to some people.
So wait, I want to go back to what Mike was saying about the sieging a castle. Have you done any of that yet? Are there like battering rams?
I've basically saved villages at this point. I'm not that dude yet.
Okay.
Conan's not Conan yet. He's
Yeah.
not ready to take on Mount Doom, but
You're getting there.
yeah, he's basically gone into villages, and then because I just need to recruit villagers all the time to like keep my army up, and so I'll go into a village sometimes. I'll be like, oh dude, we're under attack. Do you want to save us?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then you'll go in, and it's basically these villagers fighting, the main warband, and then by beating them, you actually will increase your love in the town. And so then when you go and ask for volunteers later, like this,
It's cheaper.
yeah, it's cheaper and you get more of them. So you can also take a hostile action. Let's just do that. Force the peasants to give us supplies.
Steal cattle.
Steal cattle.
Go on.
Yeah. You reckon that you can steal as many as 4 heads of villages' cattle.
Looting skill of 0.
Go on.
Go on. Are you looting?
We've taken 4 heads.
You're a jerk.
Yeah.
I will say this about the graphics. I don't mind any of the.
There it is. There's our cattle herd.
Oh
It's-
yeah, you have
it's
to go
coming
chase them
with us.
down. The water is the only thing that is. I thought we were past that age.
Wait, these shadows are okay with you?
I'm fine with that. It's video game water hasn't been real bad in about 6 years.
100 bandit lair. I was actually looking for this as part of my quest.
You think you'll actually go in a cave?
Oh, it's a cave right there, man.
But like close quarters in the cave?
We'll try and let's throw some rocks. I just want to see if I can actually hit somebody with this rock.
Wait, so you don't have your horse anymore? Is that
Yeah.
just,
Oh, yeah. I don't.
did it die, or are you
Oh, we
going
hit
into
him.
a cave? Is that why?
Can you mount your horse at any time?
You can dismount your horse. I guess on some of these questy missions, they kind of set you
Yeah,
up.
they don't want you running on your
Yeah.
horse in a cave.
Yeah. So something's in that cave.
I listen to that music.
Yeah.
It's like an ogre.
Yeah,
It's a dragon.
I mean, it is a sim, right?
it is. Oh yeah, see? Good thing we put that shield up, taking some hits. Oh, come on.
What happens?
Bring it.
What happens if you die during this part?
If you die, you're oh, man. Just a huge lance in the back.
I'm okay.
Perfect timing with the question. If you die, it basically sort of ends the game. And they have these
Don't pull it out.
hardcore modes where you can't. It'll only autosave, so you can't. Nice shot. You can only.
No, it's okay. You can concentrate. Kill this
Yeah,
guy.
you have to. Oh God,
Get him. Oh, get him.
it's tough. See, it's tough when
Yeah.
you got a lance because you don't move as fast
Yeah,
as.
you'll open yourself up. Oh,
yeah.
there's a guy behind
Oh,
you.
God.
Oh,
He's got no shirt.
Naked guy.
He was training. Nice. I
See, so it's
yeah.
very much like you just gotta
Yeah.
be patient.
I see why you said this is kind of like Demon Souls.
Yeah,
Like very much wait for your opportunity.
yeah. And don't take a giant pole arm in the back, apparently.
Oh man.
Where are your guys? What happened? I thought you had a group of like 20 guys.
The crossbowmen aren't they're sitting in the back there.
Get
Oh, God.
these shirtless dudes. We just want to live in peace.
What are you talking about? These are bandits.
We just want
This
to
is their
train.
lair.
Oh.
Nice.
Aye! They have they're like fighting you with sticks of meat, like a turkey leg.
That is a club. He's a caveman.
Again, simulation.
There we go.
Is that the last one?
I think.
You have like 3 guys
Oh.
left.
Oh God. There's another cave. I think he's the last one. The last
Oh.
Mohican.
So you don't actually go into the cave.
So you are now like Conan the Impaled.
No, this isn't Morrowind. There's no.
Can
There's
you?
no, there's no magic in this
Is that
game
guy
at
just
all.
throwing
Yeah, he's
rocks
just throwing
at you?
rocks
Yeah,
at
yeah.
you.
Stay
Yeah.
away! This is my home.
Go get him, oppressor. Go get him. Take him down. Oh. Yay.
Oh man.
Can you throw your spear? Your polearm?
Well, you can pick your weapons. So apparently I've got rock. You know.
Nice. You see how effective that was
Yeah.
on you.
All right, I think we won now.
Yay. There was not much rejoicing after that one.
So quest succeeded. You hear
That's
that?
your quest.
I told you I had a quest for this. It was
I
go
know.
find the bandit lair, and I tried to look all around the whole entire place.
I
and
didn't
just-
know that they had recorded me with my 5th grade recorder class. Does it play hot cross buns as well?
Nothing too good here. We'll take this.
Oh, I think you said it all, Dave.
Yeah. All right. You know what? You know what we're doing? That was such a good quick look. I'm gonna save it.
Nice.
Save my game.
That seems really interesting. This actually reminds me, I hate to say, a little bit of like Knights of Legend, and it's kind of like that game I love from the Commodore 64, just in how crazy open everything seems.
Yeah, it's like I said, it doesn't look great, but I got lost in this game for an entire weekend, just doing nothing but sort of figuring out what it had to offer.
So you have to be ready to kind of like jump in there and not have your hand held the entire time.
Yeah, this game doesn't have a manual. You're looking on forums a little bit to kind of figure out what to do, but it does lead you around in the beginning of the game and tries to give you some quests early on.
How much is it? Or is it on
It's-
sale?
No, it's a $30 game, I believe, on Steam. So it's
So-
fairly cheap.
My question is, if I were to get Warblade, can I play the single-player version too, or
Yeah, that's
that-
this. You don't. It's a standalone.
like a-
So they call it an expansion,
War-
but it's really not.
Warband? What
Yeah,
is it?
sorry, Warband.
Warband.
Yeah,
So it's not really.
You can
so
go-
that is the version that I would get now if
that's
I
what
wanted
we're.
to get it.
That's what we're playing right now.
Okay.
We're playing Warband.
Nothing to do, not the original.
Not the original. The only difference with the two is that if you care about how the game looks, you can get the original Mount and Blade and get all the mods on top of it. There's actually a large sort of community that has filled out and sort of made the map look better, all that kind of stuff.
Weird. I'm
The,
sure that
the water does not flow underground like that.
It's mana, man.
Dude, that's a texture. What do you? That's a rift. That's a rift in your soul.
That it's like they put down like tin foil on the world. I like it.
Mount and Blade.
There you go. Nice shot. Thank you. Was that for me?
Yeah, it
It's you.
was. Yeah, just end it for Vinny.
Rotating. Conan!
Two stood against many.